Welcome everybody, I'm Ginger Ninja and this is my Let's Play Minecraft world. Welcome back everybody. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. If you're subscribed, thank you for being subscribed. If you're new here with us, please consider hitting that subscribe button. This is my Let's Play world, so we're learning about building together. We're going to be learning redstone bits together. This was my starter home, my barn, and then we built this windmill and a little hay barn at the back. And then we started work on our farm over here. Oh, on our farm? I was thinking of farms, that's why. Village. We started work on our village over here. And we've got a little shipyard with a dry dock. So if you want to see how I made those things, link in the description to the playlists, and maybe consider hitting that subscribe button so you know when future episodes come out. But for today's episode, let's get on topic. I put a tweet out. If you're not on my Twitter, if you're not a follower, there's a link in the description to that. But I put a tweet out saying that because it's Christmas, I'm going to be visiting family and having fun. I've got kids, so I need to spend time with them. That I'm not going to be putting out a fair few videos, okay? And I've got an assignment due for my university course in the new year, so I need to focus on that as well. So this episode is probably going to take about 2-3 weeks to make because I'm going to be using any spare time I do have, which will probably be late evenings and things like that for like an hour or so. So I think with that being said, let's talk about what this episode is going to be. I'm not going to start any new projects, any big projects, because I don't really want to work a little bit on it and then a little bit on it and then a little bit. So this is going to be a completing tasks episode. So we're going to be finishing up little projects. So we've got our villager farm that we made in episode 3? I think it was 3. So we're going to be working on finishing off the walls around on the inside and making stairs, because at the moment I'm using the ladder up and down, so that's getting boring. We've got our allotment area by our starter home that we need to fix up to look like a garden, because I want this windmill land to be where the wheat is. So we've got little projects, we've got a list of projects to do. Some are big, some are small. And I think that's what this episode is going to be. So it might be a bit jump cutty, but we're going to see some projects getting ticked off. So quick note, yes, I've got a beacon now. I did fight the wither, but I didn't record it. I mean, it wasn't a big fight. I don't think the wither fight is too much of a thing these days. I went down into my cave, dug a hole out and spawned him in there, and I used these tools. So I've got a bow with those enchantments on and a sword with those enchantments on, and it took me a couple of minutes, if that, and no potions or anything like that. So that's that done. So, and there we go. And then we got our emerald blocks from our villager farm thing. Easy. So that makes things a little bit quicker around here with haste now. So that's why I've got that. So that being said, I think we need to get on with task 1 today. And that is going to be finishing the villager farm underground. So let's pop down there and show you what's what. So this is my villager farming area. And these guys are noisy, be quiet. We got our farmer in there, and then we've got this guy here, which they throw the crops to, and they get caught by these hopper mine carts and sent down to a really basic storage system. Now, I might hit up Logical Geek Boy, who is the creator of this farm. There was a tutorial on the episode, so I will link a description. I'll put a link in the description to the episode where I made this that has a link to his tutorial. The problem I'm having is if I had to put 2 composters down, because this guy keeps losing his trade, his farming ability, and this guy kept taking over it, which is why he's got the hat. So he would stop farming. So I've put 2 down, so that if he takes one of them, this guy still has access to one and can still be a farmer. And I've had to do that on every level. So I don't know if it was a chunk thing or what, but yeah, that's what we've done. So we've done that, and that's how I've been able to get the emerald blocks for my beacon, is because I've been trading with these guys. So let's pop down here, and we've got our really basic storage system in there. So I think our task for this area is we need to fix up these walls on every level, and I want to put in some stairs, get into every level so we don't have to keep using that ladder. And then I want to work out a storage system, and I think I'm not going to be able to do it in this episode, but I want to make a space on a level. Probably the top one makes sense. So we might have our storage route to the top and have maybe 3 or 4 farming villagers literally like stuck in the walls in like little alcoves that we can trade with. So maybe what we think about doing is a trading storage system thing. So we can have we can use shulker boxes because I've got access to that, and they could be dispensed out. We could take stock from them to trade, and then once the shulker box is empty, that could break, and another one could dispense out. So maybe we have something like that. Yes, guys. Interesting. Okay. I'm liking that. I think it's going to have to go probably on one of these walls. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, slightly big jump cut. I've got my storage area figured out for here. So, we're on the top level, and I dug out this space, and these granite blocks are going to be where I'm going to have some villagers be. So, this will be a wall, and this will be a wall. So, this will be their station. And I'll have 3 on this side, 3 on this side, because that's what I'm thinking for at the moment. This isn't going to be like a big trading area. This is just going to be just a little small trading area. I was going with that. So yeah, so what I've got figured out here is we've got 2 shulker loaders and unloaders, and we've got a carrot, a potato even, and a carrot one. And the idea is that once one is empty, this will break, and the next one will load, and the one that's just broke will fall down there, and we'll go to the item storage, which is down below, which we'll go and see in a second. So that's the plan for that. So let's see this in action. So let's take. See, it still hasn't broke yet. Still hasn't. Need to get rid of one lot of stuff. So, and one more. Torches. Goodbye. So when we take this one, it should break and then dispense another shulker box. I knew that would happen. Okay. So yeah, one problem at a time is giving us another shulker box full of carrots. And no, I can't pick that. Let's do that. And let's go downstairs to reload these. See, it's work in progress, but we've got at least something figured out there. And then down here, we no longer have these chests all stacked. We've got a item sorter, standard thing, carrots on this one, and potatoes in this one. There we go. And carrots chain off to here, to the shulker box. So let's just chuck all that in there. Thank you. And let's chuck these in that one. Let's pop that in there. Okay, so same idea as up there in the opposite way. So then, jeez, that was loud. Hide. Whoa. Whoa. These are loud. I think it's finished. We'll probably do one now. Yep. Told you. So, that's our... Okay, hold on. Right, now that's been dealt with. So this is system sorted. I think I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not really sure why that one broke out this way. That should have just gone straight down. The only other thing I can do is to make a hopper, but I don't really want to do a hopper. I just want it to drop straight down because there's a water stream that takes it to the dispenser. So we'll see how this does. If it keeps on popping out here, then I'll have to look at something else. Okay. So yeah, so that's our item storage sorter, I believe. So yeah, when the shulker box breaks down below, it comes up into this chest area, into that hopper, into this dispenser, into out here. So yeah, pretty simple design. So if you want to know how to make this, let me know, and I can show you more closely how this system works. Okay. I think that's pretty much that for this project. I'm pretty happy with that. That's just a case of getting more shulker boxes, and it's got sort of an overflow protection on that. So let's pop back down. I got disturbed by the thunderstorm. Completely forgot. There's some iron there. I keep meaning to get that. So yeah, carrots goes into here, and then potatoes chains along to here. And then if get to the point that these hoppers all fill up, then the items that come from the villagers go all the way along into our lava over there. So simple little clock thing. There's a comparator there coming out of this dispenser. It's a dropper actually, I think it is. Dropper. And when it detects an items in that dropper, really bad corner. Let's see if I can get around. There we go. Into yeah. So when there's an item in there, it detects it. It will power this redstone, power the repeater, power this piston, which will this is a sticky piston, which will move this observer in front of this one and cause a clock to happen. So any items in there will get dispensed into that, and that's how that happens. Yeah. I was quite lucky as I was making this and going up to get more resources. A wandering trader came past and had pet ice for sale, so I bought a ton of that. Oh, these guys are just having a good time. So yeah, so I think I'm happy with that area, and I'm gonna call that a day for this. I can't really think of what I want to do for the wall. So I don't really just want to put something together and not be happy with it, but if I'm honest, it'll probably end up being some kind of concrete colour. I don't need to do too much to it, I think. So for now, I'm going to leave that. But I've got the storage sorted, so that's the main thing. And then obviously we need to get ourselves villagers to go into here, but I don't have a villager breeder at the moment, so that's why we're putting this bit on pause, because obviously we don't know how many villagers we got, what they got, who are they, and then kind of what this design wants to look like. I'm kind of trying to move along with this angle, so it comes in this way a little bit, and then elongates for this wall for the traders, and then sort of slopes back in. So you won't see any of this, and yeah, it'll just be a wall in the way. So that's what I'm thinking. So that's where my thought process is with that. Yeah. So guys, it's now after Christmas, so Merry Christmas. Let's do this. Merry Christmas. I hope you've had a Merry Christmas. I've had a good Christmas. Busy. Lots of family to visit, so no, it's been good. And I've managed to get another little project done. I managed to get myself in front of the computer for an hour, and I worked on our tree door tree entrance, trap entrance door thing for the tree. So what I've got is your standard looking kind of tree, yeah, and we give this button a push, and voila, we got ourselves a stairs. And then we've got a button on this side, so we can close that. There we go, a little open. Perfect. So I think the wooden button delays it slightly, so we'll change that for a stone one at some point once we get a different colour on here, but I'll put wooden here for now so I can actually see it. Would be useful, you know. Yeah, it just delays it just a little bit. But so the system we've got going on is we've got 4 sticky pistons in play here. So we've got this sticky piston which will pull this block down, and then you've got a sticky piston there and a sticky piston there, which will then move these 2 blocks to the right one. And then just behind here there's another block with a sticky piston under that which pulls that down to make the stairs. So let's go on this side so we can see. So there's our sticky piston and block. So these will slide out, and then this block will slide up to this space here, right in front of me, so next to this block. And then this one will pop up to in this space. So let's see if we can do that. Just like that. See? Really simple. And it does the job. So it's a bit of a mess back here. Here, done it. So what we've got is a I'm no good with the names of these things, so I'm not going to go. It's a monostable flippy floppy thing. So I don't know the name. So I'm not even going to entertain it. What happens is, there we go. So this block here, which I've got a button on, is the block outside that has the button on. So this block powers a redstone dust, which we can't get to, which is on this block. No, can't see it. There it is. Okay, so it powers that redstone dust, which then gets taken by this repeater along to here. And then what that happens when that dust is powered, that torch and that torch are momentarily turned off and then turned back on, which then updates these 2 pistons. So what will happen is it will just push that block along. And let's disable this. So let's push that button. There we go. Under there's a redstone torch. So when this block is moved on top of the torch, it then powers the redstone dust that way and that way. So going this way powers these 2 repeaters to move the blocks down, and when it's unpowered, vice versa. When it's unpowered, because it will depower this redstone torch. So these 2 pistons will move down, and then at the same time this is powered, this line will power, which will, it's a bit of a mess, there we go, yeah, so it will unpower that redstone torch, which will then power that redstone torch, which will then unpower that redstone torch. So then these 2 pistons will unpower and detract, so they'll take these 2 blocks with them. So let's do that. There you go, just like that. Nope, nope. There we go. So simple, but I like it, does the job. So we just need to work out now the stairs. So I'm thinking I'm not going to do so sharp turn like this. It might come out a little bit around, keep going round, and then maybe eventually line up to come out this way. So yeah, we're going to have our entrance here. So that's maybe the next thing I'll work on now, is try and get a nice looking staircase. Just something simple, probably be wood and varied stones and things. I might try and make it look like, yeah, I might try and make it look like roots from this tree are coming down. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but we'll give it a go, see what we can come up with, because it'll look quite cool, I think, if we saw the roots of this tree coming down further. Yeah, okay. So that's the next thing I'm going to play with, so we'll come back once I've got that in place. Okay, guys, I'm back. It's actually now 2020, so Happy New Year to everyone. Um, yeah, it's been a busy couple of weeks, Christmas and New Year's, so that's why it's taken me literally about 2-3 weeks to make this episode. So I left off, we did our tree door for our tree door thing, trap entrance, and I swapped out a couple of the blocks. I need to change, because there's a little bit too symmetry there, doesn't it? So I might need to change these ones out for that. But basically I was just trying to get different colours, so yeah. And we've done our entranceway, so let's pop in and have a look. And yeah, so here we go. This is our entranceway down to our villager farming place. And yeah, so I tried to use 2 different colours so you could see the difference between the two. Otherwise it would just be oak all the way through here and it wouldn't really make any sense. So I tried to make it look like the roots were coming through and you were sort of walking down through the under of the tree, like for its roots area. That makes sense. I think it looks good. I like it. Yeah. Try to keep stone and stuff to the top. Obviously where dirt is sat on top of things is fine, but cobblestone, and try to make it not so smooth. And then yeah, we've got dirt on the floor and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's come out nicely, and then it opens up like this. I really like that. It's really simple. Closest I don't fall down there. Yeah, really simple, and I think that's all it needs. And it looks great. I don't mind jumping up here. There's no take like an extra second. But yeah, that's really cool, I think. So yeah, we can close that up. I love that. That's so cool. And yeah, so I would say, minus the walls downstairs and we need to do stairways in between, this project's almost finished, which is great. And then we can almost tick this off. Now, I was going to change up this garden, how it looks, but if you follow me on Twitter, you'll have seen that I posted up that I got featured on the Minecraft community page for Gorgeous Gardens. So, and this what got featured on there. So I might leave this on there. I might just touch it up a little bit. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to leave it like this now that it's been seen and it's got the Minecraft approval. It's going to have to, isn't it? And another thing, if you as well follow me on Twitter, if I can take flight, thank you, is that I worked on this cliff face. So I just touched it up a little bit. So I've raised it up and I've made it definitely a lot better, I think. And I've got some texture variations in there as well. I think it looks really good. Oh, we're flying again, okay. Now, I do need to do the different, like the diorite and granite on this side. But, yeah, I'm really liking how it's looking. And obviously, I've started on the weeds up there as well. So that's just something I'll do as I go along. Keep adding to that. And yeah, and then I think this has left me open for some good future projects as well. Let's go over to this side, land on this little bit here. So yeah, everything's coming along, which is good. So guys, that's all I've got time for on this episode. That's taken me literally weeks to make. I'm sorry about that, but Christmas and New Year's, those things happen. I've got kids, I've got to spend time with them, I have to. So if you've enjoyed this MASH 2-3 week episode that's taken ages to make, then please hit that like button. If you're new here, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. And you can join us on our journey to making this place better. Look, that's where we started. And we're slowly expanding around and we've got all that there to deal with. So lots and lots of work to do on this island. So lots and lots of time to spend with me as we improve things as we go along. I love that garden down there. It's really cool. It's awesome. Okay, so as I said, please Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tweet about me, shout about me. Let's have a good 2020. Wish you all the best. Bye, guys.